You've likely come across this popular animation on websites before. It's called the Marquee Ribbon animation. It's super popular for showcasing client slides, highlighting important sections, and adding a touch of movement that grabs attention. In our example here, we're using it to introduce the Contact Me section. And the cool part? When you hover over it, the animation pauses, giving you a moment to take it all in. That little touch adds a unique feel to the design. And by the way, we actually built this portfolio step by step in our previous video. If you want to see how it was done, I've dropped the link in the description. Definitely check it out if you're interested. Alright, let's jump right into Elementor and build this marquee ribbon animation from scratch. We will be building this directly above the contact section. I'll click here to add a widget, and we'll use a flexbox structure. Select this layout. First, adjust the content width to full width. Set Justify Content to center, and remove any existing gaps. Scroll down, open Additional Options, and change the overflow setting to Hidden. Next, let's style it. I'll apply a background color using this primary global. Under the Advanced tab, I'll unlink the padding values, then add 100 pixels to the top and 100 pixels to the bottom. Inside this main container, I'll add another container. Set it to full width as well, and increase its width to 125%. For its styling, under Background, I'll use the text Global Color. Under Advanced, I'll add 10 pixels of padding on all sides. Now, to bring this container to the top, I'll set its z-index to 2. Within this same container, I'll add another container. For this one, I'll change its width to maximum content, switch the direction to row, and reduce the gaps to 12 pixels. Since there's no content in it yet, the container remains quite small. For the time being, I'll set its width back to 100%. Under the Advanced settings, I'll begin by setting the padding to 0 pixels for a cleaner layout. Next, within the same container, I'll search for an icon list and add it. For now, I'll only include a single icon list. I'll update the text to Contact Me and select a phone icon to represent it. Since I need a total of 9 icons, I'll simply duplicate this initial one 9 times. To arrange them horizontally, I'll change the layout to inline. Now, moving on to styling. I'll add 40 pixels of space between each icon for better separation. For the text, I'll update the typography to Lexand. Set the font size to 1.3 rem and adjust the weight to medium. Additionally, I'll change the text color to the primary global color for consistency with the theme. Finally, to ensure the entire icon list fits neatly on a single line, I'll select the container, go to Layout, and set its width to max content. Next up, I'll open the Structure panel. Here we have the main container, the slides container, and the icon list container. Now, within the icon list container, I'll go ahead and duplicate the list item. Let's duplicate it one more time. I'll minimize the icon list container for better organization. Moving on to the slides container, I'll duplicate it. Here is the duplicated slides container. With it selected, I'll open Styles and change its background color to the Borders Global Color. Now, I'll expand the icon list container within this new slide. I don't need all 3 icon lists here, so I'll delete the unnecessary ones, leaving just one. I'll change the text to free quote and update the icon to something like an envelope. Next, I'll remove the remaining Contact Me icon lists and duplicate the free quote icon list 9 more times. For styling, I'll change the icon color to white, and also update the text color to white. Now we have both ribbons ready. The next step will be to add animations to them. To achieve this effect, we'll be using custom CSS. Let's start with the top slides container. First, navigate to its Advanced tab and assign it a CSS class name. To get the class name, open Double-Layered.com or simply click the first link in the description. It will redirect you to the resource page. Once you're there, locate the section labeled Top Ribbon CSS Class and copy it. Head back to Elementor and paste it into the CSS class field for the top slides container. Next, we'll need to add a new widget. This time, it's the HTML widget. Drag it right below the bottom ribbon. We'll use this widget to insert the custom code. Now, go back to Double-Layered.com and copy the top ribbon style CSS. Return to Elementor and paste it inside the HTML widget. This custom CSS will apply a 3-degree clockwise rotation to the top ribbon and shift it 5% outside of its positioned container, creating that clean, angled look. Next, we'll apply custom CSS to the bottom slides container. First, ensure that you have the correct container selected. Before adding the CSS, I'll duplicate the icon list so that there are 3 of them, just like in the top slides container. Once that's done, reselect the bottom slides container, go to the Advanced tab, and prepare to add the CSS class. Before that, we'll need to remove the z-index to ensure everything in this bottom container is positioned beneath the top container, which is currently set to a z-index of 2. For the CSS class name, head over to Double-Layered.com, scroll down to the bottom ribbon CSS class, and copy the class name. Return to Elementor and paste it into the CSS class field. Now, open the HTML widget that we added earlier. Scroll down to the closing brace and prepare to insert the custom code. Head back to Double-Layered.com, locate the bottom ribbon style CSS, and copy the styles. Go back to Elementor and paste it right below the closing brace. This custom CSS will shift the elements in the container slightly to the left, causing it to hang off the edge just a bit, and rotate it 2 degrees counterclockwise, giving it that stylish tilt. Let's publish the changes and open the live web page. First, I'll refresh it. Scroll down, and there we have it. The 2 ribbons are now visible. Next, we'll proceed to add animations to them, starting with the Contact Me ribbon. First, let's identify the main ribbon container, and within it, locate the icon list container. Select it, navigate to the Advanced tab, and assign it a CSS class name. To get the class name, head over to Double-Layered.com, scroll down, and copy the top ribbon animation CSS class. Return to Elementor and paste it into the CSS classes field. Now go back to Double-Layered.com once again, this time to copy the top ribbon animation CSS. Back in Elementor, open the HTML widget and paste this CSS right below the closing brace. This will enable a smooth infinite scroll animation for all the icon lists within the ribbon, bringing it to life with continuous motion. Next, we'll add the animation to the free quote ribbon. First, identify the ribbon container, then open it to locate the icon list container inside. Select it, head over to the Advanced tab, and prepare to assign a CSS class. Now go to Double-Layered.com, scroll down and copy the bottom ribbon animation CSS class. Return to Elementor and paste it into the CSS classes field. Next, go back to Double-Layered.com once again, this time to copy the bottom ribbon animation CSS. Head back to Elementor, open the HTML widget, Scroll down to the closing brace and paste it right below. This will activate a smooth infinite scroll animation for all the icon lists within the free quote ribbon, creating seamless movement just like the Contact Me ribbon, but moving to opposite direction. Finally, let's make the animation stop when hovered. First, navigate to danileco.com, scroll down, and copy the Pause on Hover CSS styles. Head back to Elementor, open the HTML widget, and paste the code at the very bottom. Now, whenever you hover over the ribbon, the animation pauses smoothly, adding a nice interactive touch. Remember to save your changes before exiting. That wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned as we continue to make web development fun and easy for everyone. See you in the next one.